Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about something super powerful in the Salesforce ecosystem, Salesforce Data Cloud. And more specifically, we will explore one of its core features, data ingestion using data streams. Now, before we jump into data streams, let's take a quick look at what Salesforce Data Cloud actually is. Think of it like a central brain that brings together all your customer data like from website to mobile app, emails, social media, CRMs, and more, and helps you understand your customers better, create personalized experience, and use AI predictions to grow your business. Sounds exciting, right? But how does all this data actually get into the data cloud? That's where data ingestion comes in. And one of the easiest and most common ways to ingest data is by using data streams. So in this video, I'll explain what a data stream is, how it works, and we will also go through also walk through a real-time example of setting it up is like using standard Salesforce object. So let's get started. Think of data stream as a data pipeline that brings information into Salesforce Data Cloud from multiple sources like CSV files on your desktop, cloud storage bucket, APIs, SFTP server, or even with the Salesforce CRM, Marketing Cloud personalization, Marketing Cloud, etc. Right? So here is the list of supported connectors you can use, like by selecting a connector, like CRM, CSV, S3, API, SFTP, etc. So by selecting a connector, you tell Data Cloud where to pull data from and how to bring it in. So let's try an example. Using the Salesforce CRM connectors, once selected, you move to choose standard data bundles like accounts, contacts, or leads. So Salesforce calls these bundles of object. So you pick data object, define their category, either like profile like customers, records, engagement like clicks or order history, or others for everything else. So then you specify the primary key, a unique field like email or contact ID to identify each record uniquely. So another file upload, in the file upload connect we are using in this video we are using the file upload connectors for ingest the data. So another common connectors is file upload CSV, great for simple schedule data loading. So you click the connectors, choose your .csv files up to 100 MB, then assign the three essential settings like category, primary key, data space. So these are the most common features whenever you are ingesting your data. So inside the category we have profile, engagement, or others, primary key, unique for records, data space, default unless you buy before. So these are crucial, like pick the right category and a reliable primary key. If you mess this up, ingestion will fail or data might duplicate. So primary, profile, engagement, or others, this category is the most important for the interview purpose also. So now for uploading the CSV files, here are some better rules where uploading CSV files straight from Salesforce docs. Like max document size is 100 MB per file, max 100 columns, data form must be full, some date format must be full, some date time, no multiple cells, use ASIC only, column headers, no special character. One file at a time into the default staging space. After upload, fields show up in the data stream dashboard. So data lands in a data lake object which stores everything locally. Okay, so now whenever you are uploading your files, then you can see your all the deployment process. So now we have one of the things some modes. So refresh mode, auto increment. So once the data stream is deployed, Salesforce automatically uses incremental refresh mode, meaning it only ingests new or changed records on each subsequent upload. So you can see this in the stream's refresh history. It shows the time mode, records added or removed, and duration for each run. So you can see in the dashboard with refresh history states. Okay, so you can see your this data in your data explorer, that is viewing tool. So to view your ingested data, open query editor or data explorer, find the DLO by name and run a simple select star to preview your records. So this is in the UI purposes. So this is simple. Okay, so now in the deleting ingest records, you need to remove bad records, right? As long as your streams is using upsert or incremental mode, here is so how. So cloud storage and SFTP add a special delete file CSV per quit and in the same folder. Ingestion API sells the delete endpoint up to 200 records and once or batch. Salesforce CRM connectors deleted records get removed during the next incremental refresh. So if you are going to the some cautions, no cascading deleting. So removing a customer doesn't automatically remove related records like purchase or event. You must delete each table separately. So in here, if there is some problem records handling. So if some rows fails to ingest, okay, so due to invalid date format or missing required values or duplicate keys, they are automatically stored in a problem record data lake object for 30 days. You can inspect these via query editor or data explorer, fix the issue and reprocess them. So inside this you can face your problem record handling like this, okay, inside the data lake object. So if you are on to reusing an existing data lake object, then if you already have a data lake object with a matching schema and key fields, you can choose it during stream creation. Just ensure that data types, primary key and event or date fields match, and only one stream can write to that data lake object and time. So this is all about the data streams. So now you can see the screen also. So this is the very simple and just like this file upload. So during ingestion in the data cloud, users face so many common errors, and we will discuss here what is that error. So sometimes file is too big or wrong format. So if you are facing this type of error, you can reduce your size of file and correct format. And header of key mismatch sometimes, and for this you can adjust file to match data cloud field definition. SFTP limitations, max 500 MB per file. No zip folder is allowed in the SFTP ingestion. So duplicate jobs is avoid running two ingestions jobs at once. So sometimes connectors timeout errors user face. So for this, say split large data set or optimize filter. So that's it from about the data streams. So we covered connect. So in this video we covered connectors, categories, CSV rules, refresh logic, delete process, problem solve records, and error handling. So next up, I'll be walk through you a real demo of setting up a Salesforce CRM or a CSV data stream. So for this, there is some summary of edit for accuracy. So CSV max file size is 100 MB, columns is 100, full ISO data time format requirement, incremental upsert mode selected automatically post add, clarified that delete requires specific connectors method, accurate handling of problem records, and existing data lake object reuse. So now that's it about the data streams, and this is simple, and I will attach the notes in my LinkedIn profiles and attach the link in the description, so you can download that particular notes also. So this is all about the data streams, and my next video is about the data model. So let's see you in the next video. Thank you.